At the beginning of the story, we are shown two buses on the road, filled with many female students who are all going to their classes. Among them is Mitsuko, who looks quite lovely. She is writing something in her notebook when her friends start telling her, "Do you write all the time? What will you gain by making such notes?" Saying this, her friend snatches her notebook, and her pen falls down. As she bends down to pick up her pen, we see something come very fast and cut both buses and the girls in half. Mitsuko, as she stands up, is quite shocked to see what has happened. Because she had bent down to pick up her pen, she was saved. She gets very scared seeing this and gets off the bus and starts running. Here we learn that the thing that was cutting everyone was nothing but the wind itself. This wind now chases Mitsuko as well. Seeing this, Mitsuko screams and runs very fast. While running, she sees 4 more girls ahead and tells them to duck, but it was too late. The wind cuts them in half too. However, Mitsuko had saved one of the girls. Just then, they see some girls cycling, going somewhere. She tries to save them too, but the wind does the same to them as it did to her friends. During this, the girl she had just saved from the invisible thing also dies. She gets very scared seeing this and starts running here and there. Further on, we see that when Mitsuko goes near a river, she is surprised to see that there are already many dead bodies in the river, which the wind, or that invisible thing, had cut. From there, she takes clothes from a dead body and changes. In the next scene, we see that Mitsuko has walked to a school where there are many other female students. Their uniform was quite different from Mitsuko's uniform, meaning she wasn't a student of their school. Just then, a girl comes to Mitsuko and asks her how she is. In fact, that girl was her best friend, but Mitsuko asks her, "Are you really my best friend?" because she couldn't understand what was happening to her. She was in shock. Here we also learn that Mitsuko and her best friend love each other very much. Just then, a strong wind blows and Mitsuko, scared, goes inside the building. Her best friend couldn't understand what was happening. She starts asking Mitsuko, "Why are you trembling so much and so scared? What happened to you?" Then Mitsuko tells her best friend everything about how a gust of wind came and cut all the students in her school and left. Hearing this, her friend takes her to the window, puts her hand out, and says, "Look, this is just air and nothing else." Here, Mitsuko's heart finds some peace and she starts to feel that perhaps this might be her dream. After this, Mitsuko's best friend takes her 2 other friends and plans to skip class. As these 4 are about to leave the class, their teacher arrives and sees them. But the 4 run away from there. The 4 run and reach a lake. There, Mitsuko's best friend also tells her 2 friends about her dream. Then one of the girls says, "Maybe this is true, like a mirror world where everything is opposite or upside down from this world." Saying this, she throws a stone into the pond and says, "Look, I threw a stone here, but maybe I didn't do that in the other world." Just then, suddenly a crocodile comes out of the pond and eats one of the girls. Then that girl says, "Look, I told you, what happens in this world doesn't happen at all in that world, and what is happening in that world cannot happen in this world, so the crocodile ate her in that world, and here, look, she's perfectly safe." Near the same lake, a bed appears. These 4 pick up pillows from that bed and start playing. Just then, we see 2 girls watching them from afar. One of those 2 girls was dressed as a bride because these 2 girls had married each other. After that, one friend says, "We have to do something that is impossible in that world because our destiny is already written, but we can change it." After this, all the girls return to their school and go to class for the next lecture. Just then, Mitsuko sees a pillow lying near her. As she bends down to pick up this pillow, her teacher starts firing a gun throughout the class. And as soon as Mitsuko picks up that pillow and looks up, all the girls in her class are dead. And here, once again, she is saved, just like last time in her dreams. Mitsuko's teacher comes to her and says, "How do you try to skip this class? You are also destined to die." Just then, 2 more girls arrive and try to save Mitsuko and run away from there. But another teacher comes there and kills both those girls. Now, all the surviving students, along with Mitsuko, start running outside. But all the school teachers start firing at all those girls. During the firing, as all the girls come out, the wind cuts them. Here, Mitsuko is once again left alone and she runs away from there, passing through a crowded area and going to a police station. She starts telling everything there. Hearing her, the police officer girl tells her, "But you are not wearing school clothes." And when she puts a mirror in front of her, Mitsuko sees in the mirror that she has completely changed. And people were not calling her by the name Mitsuko but by some other name. Here we learn that she was about to get married. Then the same police officer takes her for her wedding. Seeing this, people around her were congratulating her. Now, as they all reach the church with her, Mitsuko's best friend is also present there. Mitsuko asks her, "What is all this happening to me?" Then her friend tells her, "Be quiet now, we are currently under someone's control, just do as I say." And saying this, she makes her wear the wedding dress and tells her to go there. Now, as she walks forward for her marriage ceremony, all the girls there start making fun of her. Seeing this, her best friend starts killing everyone one by one. After this, as Mitsuko goes forward, she sees a coffin instead of her groom. When the coffin is opened, a large pig comes out. Mitsuko gets very scared seeing it and attacks it with a broken bottle. After this, Mitsuko and her best friend run out of the church. At the gate, two girls also try to stop them, but Mitsuko's best friend kills them and runs away. Mitsuko was running in the other direction because now she felt that too much was going wrong with her. Going further, she sees herself in another mirror and finds herself changed once again. Now, a race was happening in the place where Mitsuko was. Just then, some girls come to her and say, "You are a very good racer, why are you standing? Why aren't you running?" And when she starts running, she feels a lot of energy within herself. After this, Mitsuko tries her best to win the race. While running, she also sees her dead friends who had died in her school a while ago. Just then, her best friend also arrives. Then both of them notice that the same pig and the women who were stopping them in the church were all coming towards them. While running, some girls tell Mitsuko, "Get out of this world." After this, we further see that Mitsuko, while running, reaches a desolate, dark place. There, some students wearing uniforms are seen. All those girls tell Mitsuko, "We are all dead, and we will kill you too." But then Mitsuko's best friend comes there, kills that girl, and takes Mitsuko away from there. Mitsuko's best friend asks her to call out her name loudly, which Mitsuko starts doing loudly. With this, Mitsuko returns to her true form. Her best friend shows her hand and says, "Please pull out the wire in my hand so that I can get out of this world." But Mitsuko was also afraid that pulling this wire might cost her life. And because Mitsuko loved her best friend very much, she didn't want to do that. But when she forces her more, she pulls out her wires. As soon as the wire is pulled, her best friend's body splits into two parts. And just then, she sees a gate. Coming out of that door, she sees that she has now entered the world of men. Her posters were also displayed there, which some boys were looking at. Then a boy comes to Mitsuko and says, "You are in the future." Hearing this, she faints. After some time, when she regains consciousness, she moves forward and sees an old man playing a game. And in that same game, Mitsuko appears as the character she is now. Seeing Mitsuko, the old man says, "I created this game, and I am the one controlling you all. You were already dead a long time ago, but I took your DNA and recreated you." When Mitsuko hears this and realizes that this is a game, she feels that perhaps she can still go back to her world. Just then, a man comes and starts calling Mitsuko to him. Then the old man asks Mitsuko to complete her last level. She starts moving forward. Just then, Mitsuko remembers what her friend had said, "If we do something in this world that is impossible in the other world, you will get out of this game." And with this, she strangles the man and says, "Stop playing with us." Saying this, Mitsuko picks up the old man's stick and stabs it into her stomach, which causes his death. And here we see that the old man could not have imagined that Mitsuko could do something like this. And with this, her destiny completely changes. She had died in this world, meaning in the game, but in the real world, she was still alive. Further on, we are also shown that Mitsuko's other characters also killed themselves for some reason or another, and now they are no longer part of the game. In the next scene, Mitsuko is shown lying in a snowy place, and now she has returned to her real world. And with this mind-bending story ends here. Parrot Homes here. Thanks for watching.